Welcome to WWE LFG, the series where your core can earn a contract in my universe mode. Welcome to the very first episode. Today is a showcase. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. It's not about wins, it's not about losses, it's about just making the greatest character you can and making sure that you put yourself in the best position so that people vote for your guy or gal. Let's get into the show.
One contract, one shot to change your life. Every week, community warriors step into the ring, facing brutal matches, intense challenges, and unexpected twists. No second chances, no mercy. Only the strongest will survive the fight for glory. Special guests and fierce rivalries will shake the foundation. Who will rise? Who will fall? The contract is on the line. This is LFG. The series coming soon on Jack's Universe.
So the coaches are going to introduce their teams. So we have Chris Jericho coming out first. He's going to do a little speech. The Undertaker, Trish, and Lita will do the same. And then everybody after the coach has talked will be designated to that team. So guys, enjoy. We're going to react live to the entrances. I've tried not to watch them.
Welcome to LFG. That's right, learning for greatness. But let's get one thing straight right off the bat. If you're not on Team Jericho, you're already playing catch up. I'm Chris Jericho, the first ever undisputed champion, the man who reinvented the game more times than most of you can count, and now the coach leading the future of this business. Straight to the top. Team Jericho, we don't settle for being good. We're greatness defined, charisma, technique, star power. I've handpicked a crew that's ready to dominate, to perform under pressure, to steal the spotlight every damn night. And with me steering the ship, there's no stopping us. So to Trish, Lita, and that brooding ghoul, the Undertaker, I hope you're watching closely. Because my team isn't just here to win. We're here to embarrass the rest of you and look damn good doing it. This is more than competition. This is a legacy in the making. So buckle up, because Team Jericho is about to take learning for greatness to a whole new level. And that's not just hype, that's a guarantee, baby.
So as we introduce Chris Jericho, one thing I want you to do, guys, in the comments is let me know in this entire episode, apart from your core, who was your favourite entrance? We have Axel, otherwise known as Bron Breakker in the Discord. I think he likes Bron Breakker a bit. Don't think he's gone for a Bron Breakker look. I think it's more like, it's a little bit like a bit of Finn Balor. Can't imagine Bron Breakker with a beard. I mean, you don't have to directly create it yourself, but Axel is here. He's Team Jericho. And who else have we got? Okay. Oh, Preston Diamonds. I really like that name, you know. I like the attire. I'm going to be nothing but positive. I'm going to sell you every car. Apart from the LFG guys, of course. We'll just skim over them. Like the actual LFG guys, I mean. I really like the attire. I think what I would do maybe to improve Preston is maybe add like a jacket on the entrance. I think that would be cool. Oh, and now it's Caleb Benson. This song kind of makes me want to shimmy. I really like this car. Gives me like cruiserweight vibes. Like a young Rey Mysterio, but demasked. Caleb doesn't need a mask, but... Oh, here we go. This is my IRL friend, Dixon. Got big hopes for this guy in this LFG universe. Well, it's not a universe mode, but he's picked the Evolution song, which I really like. It's a bit of a trick to get me, is to go for the nostalgia. Obviously, I don't have a vote in this, so I can say whatever I want, but Evolution is a mystery. Dixon's a mystery at the moment. But he's on Team Jericho with Preston, with Axel, and with Caleb, and the others that are to come, the women. Tried to divide it so that there's like 7, 8 on each team, and it's exactly 50-50 split with men and women. I really like the hat. I love the jacket. Like, the jacket's well nice. If you ever seen Dixon, that actually looks like him. You probably haven't, but you probably don't want you to see his face, but that looks exactly like him, I promise you. He's gone for the Eddie Guerrero trunks, I believe, and the hat it's got snow on it. Not sure what he's been doing in the back, to be honest. Hope it's just a design fault. Now we're gonna get onto the women. Let's have a look at what Jericho's working with. Okay. You ever seen that film? I think it's called Tron. Sinister Paradigm. I actually think this looks so unique. But it reminds me of that film. I think it's called Tron. I feel like she should come down on like a motorbike with like loads of LEDs. I'd be interested to hear more about this character and the inspiration behind it. I'm interested with all of them, to be fair. You guys can always message me on Discord and just tell me like the inspiration, because we are going to do a backstory episode, so you need a bit of... And here comes Kayla, of course trained with the infamous Bren, who is running riot on SmackDown in our universe mode. Mr. Bren's creation, Kayla. In another multiverse, she's a champion. In this multiverse, she's an LFGer. She's gone for the jacket. Quite like the colours. Purple's my favourite colour, so a bit of bias there. I feel like she should have dyed her hair purple though. I really do. And now we've got Nicole Payne. Now, I actually remember, a bit weirdly, when I was recording this, I actually stopped and were like, Jesus. Like, to this car. This car uses Rhea Ripley's entrance and Scarlett's theme song, and I think it really works. And I love the outfit. And to be honest, if that were walking down ring to me, I'd get out of the ring. I promise you. I love the attire. I think the song choice is such a brilliant song choice. It's so perfect. I think the entrance motion's quite good. I don't know what I'd change. I mean, I'm trying to be critical, but I love the design on the eyes as well. And everyone who's entered a car, I'm like, I could never make anything like any of these. Genuinely, I'd be so useless if I entered my own car. I feel like she's going to beat me up, though. I feel like if I was stood in that ring, I would get out, definitely. And one thing I've noticed about the ladies in this LFG series who've made a character, there's a lot of dark personas. I feel like I'm in the Firefly Funhouse. But this is a good direction, I think, for a woman. Look at this. I mean, you've got me with the Undertaker theme song, because this is one of my favourite theme songs of all time. And yeah, if you hear me slamming a cup, I'm drinking coffee, alright? So I'm just live reacting. I love the face. I don't know, is that paint or is it a mask? And the Bray Wyatt entrance gets you in the feels. But I love the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker theme song. It's like one of my favourites. So, and I think just looking at this character, I think it's perfect. I think it's the perfect song. I'm gonna get. Luckily, I don't monetize my channel, so there'll be no copyright strikes. But I think it just fits so perfectly. We might do an episode later down the line if you guys can be bothered with where you can pick a manager. That'd be quite cool. That'd be quite cool. I really, really like this car. I think the jacket. Oh, she actually looks really good. I kind of like the like robe. I think it really fits. Again, another woman that if I'm in ring and that's walking towards me, I'm fearing for my life. I love the use of the Bray Wyatt entrance of the Undertaker at the song though. It's so good. I think it's so good. I like this. Nicole Payne and Mercy. This is going to be an absolute nightmare, this team. She blew it out and creeped me out. But we're going to hear from Lita now, the hardcore icon. What will she have to say as she introduces her team? Lita's looking good, by the way. Look at the shape she's in. Like 2006 again.
Yo, welcome to LFG, the proving ground, where pressure either breaks you or builds you into something unforgettable. I'm Lita. And if you know anything about me, you know I don't play by the rules. I've flown off ladders, crashed through tables, and flipped the whole damn system upside down. I wasn't given respect. I earned it. And that's what Team Lita is about. This team, they're wild, unfiltered. They've got grit and heart, and they don't need anyone's approval. We're not out here for polite applause. We're here to leave jaws on the floor and make you feel every single moment. To the other coaches, bring your structure, bring your mind games, bring your legacy. Team Lita, we're here to make history, and we're doing it loud, proud, and on our own terms.
Now we're on Team Lita now, which I'm quite interested in. I'm quite interested in all of them. You will notice that the actual LFG guys have shortened their entrances because we don't need to talk about them, really. They're just fillers, basically. We do have enough for a series, but I wanted to make it, like, meaty. Now, Darius Best, I've seen this entrance because I watch the gentleman who makes this universe mode. And I really like him as a character. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to separate him from what I've seen. And I'm trying to make him like a fresh character, like as if we don't know anything about him. I love the jacket. I think look at me, I'm like a reviewer. This is this is my job on LFG. Obviously, I'll get more funny as always, but I love the jacket. I love the trunks. I think it just fits him so perfectly. I feel like if I was booking Darius Best, I feel like I'd go down that I'd take him to NXT North American title route, then maybe like NXT champion. I feel like he would, just the way he looks, he would benefit off like a Will Ospreay style moveset. Like quite technical. The entrance is good. He's kissing the turnbuckle. He's like he reminds me a bit of Ospreay, like in his aura. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Oh, here we go. TJ Black does have a manager. Serena, I have downloaded it, don't worry TJ, but I just wanted you to have the spotlight for this moment. And sorry about that notification. I've actually sorted that out. TJ Black, folks. The entrance at the start of this fits this character so well, just from what I've seen. Like, I love the lights around him when he's entering. I feel like TJ has to be a heel from face value, just from looking at him. I love the jacket. I love the colour scheme. I think he would also look good in like coloured attires as well, but I feel like this is the right attire. The gloves actually I quite like that touch, to add gloves. And now, it seems like you've paid a lot of attention to that entrance. And here comes Jasper Troy, the real life Season 1 winner. We're not going to spend too much time on him, but he is in Team Lita, and he's just a filler. So as the episodes go out, these guys will diminish. Like, they'll disappear, don't worry. They can't win this LFG series. They're just fillers to make the teams like equal. But they will be involved, like, say for example with you guys, in matches. They won't really take part in like the promo episode, which if you haven't seen, we've kind of figured it out. You guys have sent me some promos. Feel free to send me some more. Oh, the truth. This guy wanted to be on Team Trish. I'm not going to say why. I'm joking. But he's on Team Lita. And I think Team Lita suits him. Because I love the attire, though. The attire is fire with that jacket. But I think Team Lita suits, from what I've seen, right? From what I've seen, like, of his character, just this, I feel like he looks like he could be quite like a AJ Styles-esque kind of like wrestler. So I feel like Lita's quite technical and she's good with the hardcore element as well. I feel like KDT could be like somebody who ventures into that. I see him in like if I were to assign him to a promotion, I could see him in ECW. I don't know why, but I could just see him in ECW. I just feel like he'd fit ECW. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. As we continue, I think KDT's definitely could work as a face or a heel. I think it's a good thing if you're quite. So here comes Tatiana, a member of obviously the official LFG roster. She's just a filler, but she will interact with the women on the current gen version. You might even find yourself having a match with her. Men or women. There'll be intergender on this, don't worry. We got it all thought out, and next week at the end of the episode, I'll announce what next week will look like and when it, like, roughly when it'll be coming. It ain't gonna be months, guys. Don't worry. But these episodes will take longer to record than the universe mode because I have to get all the highlight reel segments. I have to get your guys collated things, and if you just be patient, I promise this series will be one of the greatest things you'll ever see. The plan I've got is so flawless. So we've seen Panina there and Bailey Humphrey on Team Lita. So Team Lita's acquired some LFG originals, but they have acquired a core, a female core, who will work alongside these women and men. And that's what I'm talking about. No, there is no discrepancy. There's no discretion. There's discretion. Like, if you're on a team, you guys can all interact and have matches with each other. There's no, like, limits, you know? It won't be very match orientated, I'm going to be honest. But it'll feel like a show, and that's the kind of vibe I'm wanting to go for. There will be the odd matches, and don't worry if your character gets less screen time one episode than another. It doesn't influence their standing at all. Like, if they don't get much screen time one episode, they'll be excluded from the voting. So, if that makes sense, I've got like a perfect rotation plan. You just have to trust me. So we've got Yasmina and another dark persona, which I quite like, and I feel like WWE really lacks dark personas. But I also like, so my two favourite type of female personas are either dark or like Jakara Jackson-esque, like cocky. I like heels though. I'm a big heel person. But Yasmina making her way to the ring. The thing I love about Yasmina is the outfit. Like, she feels like a proper, like, I couldn't see Yasmina as a face. There's no way I could see her as a face. I love the use of the Bray Wyatt theme song, by the way. I believe this is the Nikki Cross entrance. I believe. Off the top of my head. I am quite sad. I play this game for hundreds of hours. And I feel like with Yasmina as well, like, I just see championship. I could see her winning a championship and being, like, quite a dominant heel. A bit like, I feel like the women's division needs, like, that kind of, like, dominant heel. I'd love it in my universe mode, to be fair. But she's got that, like, aura. She's a bit different. And here comes the Dead Man, speaking of different. You'd have thought she'd have fit better on his team, but I think Lita can work with Yasmina and the other guys and gals. So let's hear what the Dead Man has to say before he introduces his team.
In this world of bright lights, egos, and empty promises, there is only one constant: death and domination. Welcome to LFG. You may have thought this was about coaching, about wins and losses, but it's far more than that. This is about the judgment of the soul, and I am the judge. Team Undertaker does not beg for opportunity. We earn it in blood, sweat, and sacrifice. I've walked through fire, stared into the abyss, and I've conquered them all. And now, I will forge a new generation of darkness, warriors who do not fear the unknown, because they are the unknown. To the other teams, I respect your ambition, but ambition is meaningless in the face of inevitability. And when your path crosses mine, you will rest in peace.
So, Team Undertaker, guys. Shiloh Hill's, of course, going to be the LFG original for the men. I believe it is filled with CAWs after Shiloh. But I can't believe nobody wanted to be on the Dead Man's team. I mean, if I was an LFGer in real life, I've got to pay attention. Adaxus Adam Spencer wanted to be on Trish. Everyone wants to be on Trish's team. I mean, Trish is fantastic, but the Dead Man, think of the experience you can have. And the thing I love about this, and Adam Spencer, I'll call him, is that I love that jacket and that logo. I feel like it's so unique. Also, shout out to Adaxus for making an LFG t-shirt that I could just copy and paste across the board, which makes it so much easier. But I love this guy. He reminds me of Ospreay again, and I love that kind of reminder. I don't know if that's what you've gone for. It looks like Fandango, though, but it reminds me of that kind of vibe. And here comes Logan Tempest. And I did have to cut the start of the entrance because I don't know what happened, but it glitched, and it just froze. So Logan, from what I believe, is a British luchador, if I'm correct. So I do listen to you guys. And the thing I love about Adam Spencer and Logan Tempest, and this team in particular, is the variety of personalities. Like, I love them, the sort of fur shoulders. The mask with the horns is very unique. Obviously, I hope they're not real horns, because that could kill someone. But it looks really good, this. And I think I like the boots as well. The boots with the dragon on. It's little details like that. The hair is insane as well. I feel like Logan would be definitely a... Like, I don't know if he's what he would fit best as, but I feel like a luchador. He's probably going to be a babyface, isn't he? Oh, here we go. If anyone knows anything about Trey, this is just Trey in a nutshell, this character. And I love this character because it's a throwback to ECW. And that's why, I don't know if that's why he's done it or he just loves ECW, but I used to watch ECW religiously as a kid. And I used to love Raven. And this outfit's based off Raven, who, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time, the way he creates and reinvents his character. So, the thing I love about Trey is he's a bit different in this series. I feel like we haven't got that clear-cut hardcore guy, and he's kind of bringing the old school back. I like the jacket. I like the sort of tartan design. I think for me, the hair being red, I would have probably kept it brown or black or blonde. I don't think I'd have made him like too much difference. But I'm quite looking forward to seeing Trey in this LFG series. And here comes Xena, and I apologise because I thought this Xena call was better than this, but it's okay. It's going to do the job. So Xena Sterling on Team Taker. She will be interacting with all the guys that we've seen before. And there will be cross-team challenges. Don't think that you just wrestle who's in your team. You're a team. And it sounds like she's coming out to the theme of Alice in Wonderland or something. Not sure about that. And I wanted to add one My Rise original. Psycho Sally, I think, fits this series perfectly. She just pads it out. I think Psycho Sally on Team Taker is like a perfect fit. I really do think it's a perfect fit. As she walks up, I really like Psycho Sally me. And here comes LFG original Serena Linton. So she's going to pad out the rest of this team of Team Taker. So Taker's took on one less than everybody else. And we'll find out why later down in the series. Don't worry, I'm full of tricks of the trade. I'm full of spills. I'm full of excitement. The series is going to bang. I'm telling you. Serena. And I believe we're going to hear from Trish now.
Welcome to LFG, where the next era of greatness begins. And leading the charge, yours truly, Trish Stratus, Hall of Famer, multi-time champion, and now, your elite coach and mentor. You see, success isn't just about brute strength or high spots, it's about poise, presence, knowing who you are, and commanding every room you walk into. That's what Team Trish is about. Class, confidence, championship DNA. Each one of my recruits brings something different. Speed, power, resilience, charisma. And under my guidance, they're going to be the total package. Because this isn't about proving you're good, it's about proving you're better than everyone else. So to my fellow coaches, enjoy your smoke and mirrors, your rebel speeches, your spooky threats. Team Trish doesn't need tricks. We've got the talent and the Stratusfaction to back it up.
So this refers me perfectly back to the point, sorry I'm banging, the point I wanted to make. I have decided to assign certain people to certain teams based off certain characteristics. Now, I've tried to take out favoritism and everything, and I've just thought, like, what can the coach do for this particular character? I think someone like Aiden Austin fits Team Trish better because he's quite flamboyant. Like, his outfit's quite flamboyant, and Trish is quite good at, like, looks. Like, getting a good look. And I think that's something that Aiden Austin obviously prides himself on. I like this core a lot. I think the only thing I would have changed with this core is I think you could have probably... I would maybe put a tank top over the singlet. But I absolutely love the singlet. I think it's perfect. The bow tie is just interesting. I love the colour scheme as well. I've got big expectations for this core, to be honest. I really like the look. Feels like a powerhouse as well. And coming out to the Roman Reigns entrance is obviously big expectations. I quite like this core. Here we go. You might be like, why is this guy on Team Trish? Well, King Amir would fit perfectly with The Undertaker, I know you're right. But I think what, for me, King Amir could use from Trish, maybe, is like, his fashion's so good. Imagine Trish putting her spin on it. That's what I thought. But I really, really like this core. I feel like this core screams like... Do you know, it reminds me a bit of a hybrid between Kane. Don't ask me why Kane, because he ain't got a mask. A bit like Kane, and a little bit of, like, obviously Triple H. But, like, the Triple H that led Evolution, feels like this guy could be quite like a polarizing figure. And I feel like he would work really well as the leader of a faction. If you haven't checked out the recent Universe Mode University about factions, make sure you do. But King Amir, I think the design in this outfit has took a lot of attention. I feel like you've took a lot of time. I love the singlet. I think it's a smart thing to do, especially with a character that's like a monster, or considered a monster. He isn't necessarily the biggest guy, but he feels like a little bit like a Bron Breakker, where it's like more muscle. But I feel like that can work. I think something that I'd be interested to see from King Amir and the development of his career is, I think King Amir would look great with like tattoos. I do. I don't know why I think that. I don't, but I just do. I think with full sleeves, like a bit more like I don't know, a bit more body art. I think he could be like look like a WrestleMania main eventer. But I really love the singlet. I love the entrance attire, and I love the entrance. And the Judgment Day theme song does fit. I think the Ministry would fit better for me personally. And here comes Troy Yearwood, LFG original member of Team Trish. He's just here for the looks, isn't he? He's just here to be a good-looking geezer. That's all he's here for. He's not here to win out. Can't wait for King Amir to crush him. I'm joking. Aiden Austin's going to bench press him through that table. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, shh! I said earlier that, like, the two types of women I like, from a character standpoint, is dark or cocky and arrogant. Now, this is Akira Morrigan. And as soon as I saw that Jakara Jackson entrance, I thought, yeah, this is it. This is the one. Like, this is what I meant when I said I like cocky. I feel like Akira gives off nothing but cocky vibes, and I like that. Would not work as a face, in my opinion. Just based off appearance, should be a heel. Like, should be a diabolical heel, like a conniving heel. Like a really cowardly heel. I think that would fit her so perfectly based off... I love the jacket, the use of the Carmella pack. Like, I just think this is what Jakara Jackson should have been. I mean, Jakara, in my opinion, got unfairly released. But I feel like Akira in this series is going to offer something nice and different. And I like the cocky attitude. Please tell me, I believe it's Serene, that she's a heel. Because I feel like as a face it won't work. I think she's a diabolical hero. And here comes Danny Ray, LFG original member. And it's good to see her, man. I wanted to use her. I really like her in real life. I think she's a right down-to-earth sweet girl. And here comes the female Season 1 winner of the Real Series, Tyra May Steele, Olympic gold medalist. Or medalist. I don't know if it would gold. I didn't... And, of course, member of NXT. She's here to pad out the LFG roster here tonight. And Team Trish. So you got some stiff competition, Akira, I believe. But she can't win. Just a heads up. I believe they've used the Nikita Lyons. A bit of the Nikita Lyons entrance. And here comes Tiffany. Now, Curly, I know you said there were an updated version. I am going to get that, don't worry. But this is all pre-recorded, so I didn't want to, like, change too much. Tiffany just gives me Alexa Bliss vibes. And I believe in your universe she's a massive baby face. The theme song's kind of making me want to, like... I don't know, you can't see what I'm doing, so it sounds weird. I wanted to do face cam, but... It kind of makes me want to, like, jive. She's reminds me very much of Alexa Bliss. So I'd be very interested to see how you develop the character of Tiffany, to be honest. Is she going to be like Alexa? Well, she nearly slid through the ring there. I do like the look. Because Alexa Bliss, it works. I think Tiffany's more of a... Like the other guys are more like... characters. I think Tiffany's more like lovable. I don't think she'd work as a heel. I think she's more of a baby face. So guys, that is the end of episode 1 of LFG. We've looked at all the entrances. They were all amazing. That's everybody who's involved in the series. Remember, if you do want to be involved, there will be a series 2 at some point, but the deadline is done for season 1. That is everybody that's involved. Episode 2 will be up next. Episode 2 won't be too intense. It will be more about in-ring. So we're going to learn about each character and CAWs style in the ring. And we're going to have some battle royales within the teams. And we're just going to have a look at like the move sets and how they look in the ring, how they move. Of course, we'll get feedback from the coaches. But guys, there's no voting in episode 1, of course, because you can't just eliminate someone based on an entrance. But I do want you guys to comment down in the comments, apart from your own core, if you're involved. If you're not involved, then obviously comment whoever you want. Who to you looks like $1 million? Who to you are you most worried about? Who do you think, from the entrance, is a serious threat to the future of the It Is Jack channel? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.